Hello, welcome back. Last time I did a puzzle that somehow convinced me to use 5 whole arms. One was Van Berlo's wheel, but still. Alright, universal solvent, what's this about? When I was in the university, I had so many ideas. It's almost nice in a way to have just the one now. Do you feel it too? A sense as though I were being guided along a path towards some inevitability? A shame that nobody will ever know about how I made the universal solvent under great duress with only the barest of ingredients. Perhaps someone will tell the story, one day. It seems rather unlikely. The whole point of making this is so there won't be any evidence left behind. I see. Okay. So, bomb is built. Assassination plot is set in motion. Now we just need to disappear. That's a lot of stuff. This has an air of finality to it. Those are probably like story components. This feels like final puzzle in story. I don't know what this is going to be, but yeah, like this feels like a final boss of this. Dude, look at these bonds. What the heck? So like that in there, but not between those. Then star shape all along there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know how I'm going to put those together. That's fine. Oh boy, okay, so we need some tin. Universal solvent with only the barest of ingredients. Alright, so here's some lead. It's going to become tin by this dude. Gonna need this. Gonna need... oh boy. Hang on, do I need this? Yes, I sure do, because we have salt for the... oh no! Alright, so what I might do for this puzzle is... nah, I mean, I'm gonna do it kind of like I did the last one. You know, semi-optimizing for cost, but not being too terribly aggressive about it. I'll save costs where I can, but I'm not gonna, like, do this with a single arm or anything. I can't. I already have this one, and that can't grab anything else. Okay, so... it's a glyph of animismus. Gonna need a... oh boy, this is just a lot of stuff here. Okay, so I also need the glyph of, what is it, duplication? So I put a salt in there, and... the appropriate thingy comes out. Oh boy, I am not, like, super ready for this today. Should I just, like, go play Sigmar's Garden instead? It almost feels like that kind of day. But I don't know, now that I've gotten started, I feel like I should finish. Yeah, now that I've gotten started, I feel like I should finish. So I guess I will. This might take me a bit. Okay, let's start with tin. Tin is the center. That's an okay place to be getting started. So, to use this dude, I mean, all I need is tin. It's not like I gotta do anything too fancy. So if you're handling the tin there, could you also handle some component of this? Like, you could have your own salt factory and stick it in here for that. Somebody else could stick it in the other side, and you could take this and not really do anything with it. Well, you could put it, like, within somebody else's reach. Here, here, or here. That's plausible. Alright. So right, I've made tin way up here. I made those things there. Okay, so a glyph of bonding could go... I don't want it too close to everything else, but it doesn't have to be too far away. So like here-ish, maybe? Why there? What's the point of there? That's not... I don't know, here? Okay, well after you've done that, put that salt there. Okay, so somebody up here could be within reach of the tin that's going to go there and the life that's going to go here. Sounds good. Okay, yeah, picture is forming. What have you done? You've pivoted? Pivoted? That is definitely the wrong instruction. What was I trying to do? Hold up, so you just grabbed that. So you go there, you grab that, you turn this way. What are either of these instructions? Whatever I was trying to do, it definitely wasn't that. So I put salt there. I think I meant to release, go that way. Yeah, it was just like one key off on the keyboard. Grab, go that way so that the life symbol goes here. Number 3, when the lead comes in, tin comes into existence, is gonna stick it there. And, okay, pick this up, stick it there, turn it around, and then somebody needs to bring the death over here. I'm having some vague idea about how to do that. Just got to get it into your range mostly. I'm thinking like a long arm on a little bit of a track. And there's no non-awkward way to do this. It's going to be awkward no matter what I do. All right. Okay, so here, take the... hang on. Let's just do it this way. So here, take the salt. 4, is that there? You are on a track. That track only needs to go this far, so that's fine. Okay, so why stop pivoting instead of, okay, so you do that. You're gonna minus minus. You're doing completely the wrong thing here. You need to go there and release. Then turn there, and when is that salt gonna be there? Not until number 2 has done that drop instruction, I think. So you pick that up. And you insert it there. Okay, sounds like a start. Number 3 is then gonna... Okay, so I think I've assembled the inner core composed of tin, life, and death. Let's see if I'm right. There may be collisions and stuff. This looks like a pretty graceful ballet so far. Okay, so that's not quite in the right order. Okay, so instead of this pivot around, what I actually want to do is just to turn this way and pivot the other way, right? Not exactly. You'll have to release, turn left, grab. Then pivot, then release. And come over here and do that. Okay, so that should maybe do it. You made another tin. Well, aren't you optimistic? Okay, well, but the cycle length is going to get much, much longer, so that won't be happening until quite a lot else has taken place. Okay, so hang on. Did I manufacture what I thought I wanted to? Death 10 life, death 10 life. Okay, great. Okay. I think it's not implausible that this glyph of bonding could be the one that's used for these bonds. All the outer salts. But I still have to put this ring of elements around it. Okay, so how's that going to happen? It's also not implausible that this glyph of bonding could be the one that does that. Okay, so let me have you. Your state at the end of this is holding on to that thing there. If I were to pivot left twice and put an air atom here, then that would fit the pattern. Let's see, to construct the... Yeah, okay, I guess that's what I would do. So where's the air going to come from? Up here somewhere somehow? If I'm doing this, then that doesn't get in the way. Great. Let's see, if I do this way... Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, so let's put this down here, maybe. Yeah, just like compact it away over there. That won't get in anybody's way, I think. Alright, so a salt source. That kind of fits, but... No, I need to get an arm here. Well, not there, but actually... Here like this, I think? Nope. Maybe I could work with that. You'll just have to go via this spot, which is plausible. Alright, so that's within reach of you. Yeah, okay, I can see this. Five, you need some programming, by the way. Hold it there for a while, up until I have... Up until number 2 has released its payload, so here. Okay, and then at this point you can come over there and... Actually, I've kind of done what I need to do there, right? So I should make this bond, right? Okay, so why are you going so early? What are you doing, 5? Okay, no, you're putting it in the tin spot, so it's not until the tin's picked up that you can actually do that. And you don't need to start so early. Just start when the tin is picked up. Which is gonna be... Let's see, number 3 is gonna do that. There, it looks like. That's still way too early. You need to wait until after that has passed by. So around there. This one passes a different direction. Okay. And yeah, you can be manufacturing other elements. You can actually kind of just queue them up here now that I look at it. So don't go quite so... Or yeah, go one further. Little early. If you wait a moment... How many moments do you have to wait? One more, I think. Yes, okay. So then you can manufacture a earth. So that means number 1 at this point would turn all the way around. Okay, so you have taken... Something looks wrong here. This is not going to make the right shape. Also that, well, I mean, that's just because you're going too far there. Okay, so you have a reset. Instead, you want to actually just release and do one fewer of those. But yeah, this shape's not right. No, you've pivoted one time too many. So you actually want to do that. And this is one too many of those, okay. So now you can reset, grab, left, no you can't. Okay, to put the earth on there, what you're gonna have to do is actually something like that, I think. Let's see what that's done. Okay. Don't do that last pivot, but otherwise that seemed right. That's fire. How did you end up being fire instead of what I wanted you to be? Because I did 4 instead of 3. Okay, yeah, so... You gotta bond these two, that's easy. Just do that one motion again. And then next up we're gonna... Okay, you're making tin again. You're a little too enthusiastic with that, number 2. Can I make you just like... Nah, it'll be fine. I'm gonna make the instructions take a lot longer and it won't matter. Okay, number 5. You need to manufacture fire and water. Okay, so when you're on this, you change to fire by doing this. You're going to... do that, and you're going to change to water from fire by going 3. Alright, cool. Okay, so you are currently gripped onto the earth atom there. Okay, so you need to do this motion again. This pivot, pivot, left. Then what? Where will that put you? Okay, you are way too enthusiastic with that. Hold off on your fire. Let's see, if I'm doing this, I need to select these 2. Hold off on your fire until that thing is processed some of the other stuff. Okay, yes, that is a fine time for... Ooh! It's a little early for fire still. You're getting kind of desynced, and I don't like that. You're fine, though. What? Okay, see, now that was one too late, because now I could use a period override temporarily to do some stuff, but it's just fiddle around until it does what it's supposed to do. Yeah, no, that's still making tin. Whoa, what are you doing? What instruction is 3 on? It looped back around. Okay. It looped back around a couple of instructions. Well, no, okay, so hang on. So you were clasped onto the earth right there. So what you need to do is release. Turn this way. Grab, pivot, pivot, turn this way. Or something like that. I still have a problem of collisions over... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Collisions here, but that will be solved by lengthening the instruction length of 3. Okay, so 3 grabs the fire and bonds it, and then just does the same motions. The familiar stuff. Pivot, pivot, turn. Release. Or actually just reset. Grab, left, left. Pivot, pivot, turn. Okay, that seems plausible. So then I should have made the inner wheel by now. Okay, this is coming together quicker than I expected it to. Not quite as complicated as it looked. And I wanted to just go play Sigmar's Garden all day. You didn't go far enough with that. 5. You gotta go one more. Yeah, I see that you're restarting your production. That's fine. So pivot, pivot, turn. Great, okay. Okay, so to orient myself, do I have this here? The easiest way to do this is just to stick this over here in that orientation. Sure, like this will be fine. Oh, and then I can just ghost atom. Here we go. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. So now I need some salt atoms from somewhere to tack onto this somehow. The somehow is actually quite trivial. All I have to do is grab that by the dark, pivot right, then stick a salt right here. Then repeat a rotation. Yeah, it should be doable. Yeah, do a repeating rotation 5 times to tack that all on, then just stick it on the thing. And you can dispense the salt, number 5. Okay, cool. So 5 becomes a salt dispenser at that point. What are you grabbed onto at the end of your instructions? So you have the earth. Okay, so your mission... Oh, but I want the salt on that end. Can I do it the other way? No. No, it specifically needs to... Oh, wait, does it? Hang on. So... Okay, so if that's that... No, the salt really needs to be over here, not over here. If the tin's not there, then I could make it all the way through here. And the tin won't be there if the instructions are prolonged, so I guess that's fine, probably. Okay. Okay, that's probably all right. I don't like what's happening with number 2 here. So number 3 is the main worker. I want to, if I just like do this, does that fix a lot of my problems? It might. So let's see where the tin is at the end, having... No, that causes new problems. Why? What? Moving this here causes new problems? Oh, of course it does, because you can't grab that tin because there's nothing there. Okay, so let's do something silly. Grab, release. There. Just to have some, like, marker instructions there. There, okay. So then where does the tin end up by the end of this? There shouldn't be any, right? Yeah, you're just going to patiently wait. Okay. So I've made it more comfortable to input more instructions. Because I think ultimately this will work without those extra ones, but like, just because of the way the looping works, number 2 was coming back around to the beginning of its program too early. Alright, so this is almost a one-arm abomination. You know, 3 is my main arm, the rest are just supports. It's fine, and I don't think I need any more. I think I can do it with exactly what I have here. Okay, so, right, at this point you are gripped onto the water. You need to release, turn right, grab, pivot right. But doing that is fine. There's no problem at all. Okay. By the time you have done that, though, I need to have placed this here, which I can totally do. Okay, so release, turn right, grab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should put the salt there. Now I just have to figure out how I'm going to shuffle this around to the next one. Okay, so you're gripped onto the salt. So if I were to... if I would pivot left... I can't pivot left again after that. Sure I can. That arm doesn't have to be parked there, and it probably won't be. So then I would turn right, which would take you there. Pivot left again. So it's pivot left, turn right, pivot left, turn right. And that should put you in position for another salt deposit, right? Oh, but... that's fine. Okay, what 5 should do, and what 1 should do collaboratively with it. What's 1's position here? So you should be going via this route, and you should be on salt, so you can just go left 1 to support that. So you go left 1, you're going to go the other direction. You are going to grab from a different spot. So this actually just becomes a reset. This goes away. That should all work. And then you need to do this task. Hey, once again, it's Control to copy, not Alt. You need to do this task again. This is the point at which you can do that. You're going to reset, grab, go right, right, right. Okay, let's see how well I've done this part. I'm going to need a reset instruction here for Van Berle's wheel eventually, but not yet. Okay, so prepare for salting. Get the salt, put it there. Now, do this shuffle. Ooh, that makes a bond. I think I can turn right 1 more without... Okay, so that is a hazard though. Hang on, where did that bond get made? I'm a little worried about collisions with this, but I think I can avoid those by potentially moving this down here and this down here. I'm not sure why I didn't just do that in the first place. Right, okay, so the bond happened right there. This left pivot wants to wait until... wait until here. Swap those two. You should still fit. But yeah, you won't fit if there's a salt bonded on there, so I'm going to have to rearrange this. However, maybe not. I might not have to do that last rotation. Whoa, you're too early. You need to, or you're too late, rather. Yeah, okay, so this reset needs to happen one before that grab. Okay, so what is the repeating pattern here then? When was the last salt put on there? So you'll be in this state. Okay, so right here. So copy from here to here. Let's see if I got that right. And also see if I already have a problem. I think I don't. Whoa, that was uncomfortable. You landed here before that popped out. Okay, that's a way to solve that, I guess. Alright, this looks like a weird, awkward shape, but I think it's actually exactly what I need. Okay, so that's 3 salts? Wait, hey, stop that. No, I want all of... wait, no, all of what? All of this. Was that 2 or 3? I don't know. Possibly 4, possibly 5, possibly 6, possibly 5. Starting to look star-shaped. Yeah. Yeah. How am I going to get that to the output? I think number 4 is going to come back in and have to help out, because 3 can't reach any spot that would be shaped appropriately, can it? Alright, so at the end of the program, 3 is gripped onto a salt here that is connected to the air. So 3 is gripped here where my cursor is, in this orientation. Yeah, so spots 3 can reach don't include anything that lets me actually put that into the output. So 4 is going to have to get involved at the last second and come up here and grab... What? What's it going to grab? Where? How? Grab this, pivot left. Okay, so that's going to... Okay, so 3 is going to turn left, which will place the salt connected to the death there. 4 is going to be ready to grab it, then pivot it this way, like that. Okay, so 4. Where is 4 at this point? It's already reset and gone all the way back there. Okay, that's fine. So 4. You have a task. I'm going to input this backwards. You do need a reset, number 3, yes, and so do you, number Van Berlo. You can reset right around here. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so 4. Gonna input this backward. Or, well, sort of. I'm going to input it forward from here. So when 3... No. 3 needs a... Turn that way. Okay, so you've placed that there and this here. Okay, so 3 gets the reset. So right at this point, 4 should be grabbing, pivoting left, and resetting. Prior to that, it will need to have... traveled in the minus direction and turned all the way around either direction. Okay, I think that's it. A complicated machine, but not as bad as I expected it to be. Area covered is that much. That's... something is wrong. What's wrong with my bonds? Did I not orient this right? I oriented this right. What's wrong with my bonds? Did I get an extra one in there somewhere? Or like, is something in the wrong place? This looks right. You release it there. Okay, so this is the point at which I would use this button. What? That's perfect. Am I missing a bond? No. No, that's perfect. I have an extra one there. Here. How did this happen? Between air and that salt. Probably during the shuffle from... Okay, so watch for air and salt getting bonded right here. Here, let's go a little faster. Air and salt. Yeah, okay, so that's like one of the last ones. So it must be during the process of getting this. So here's where the extra bond is happening, right? Yeah, I see exactly how it's doing it. Oh, what do I do about that? Let me see what it looks like if I pivot instead of rotating. It looks like 4 not being able to reach. If I then rotate... Will it collide with something? It will, but it doesn't have to have. Okay, so if I just delete this, I just need to diagnose. Like, I can stick this all the way down there. Okay, so that's a little more awkward for 4 to deal with, but at least it avoids the extra bond. Okay, so 4 needs to face a different way. The salt connected to the water is what you will then target. You need one more pivot. So the salt connected to the water. And the location of that will be here. Ew. Well, I like that a lot less, but at least it should work. Because that's taking up a bunch more area. Oh well. Looks like that's my machine. Well, I say that. I haven't seen it actually work yet. Yeah, area's not great here. Can't fit the whole thing on screen. What did you... What happened? Did you, like... Yeah, you did this at the wrong time. Okay, so... There we go. Okay, now it's happy. Does second cycle make it? As long as I didn't forget any resets, it should be fine. I could have 4 be bringing the salt up here instead of 5. That wouldn't save any time, though, because 3 is completely the bottleneck. 3 is never waiting on 5. Yeah, so that wouldn't help anything. Nope. So, as far as having 3 be as busy as it is, This is about as fast as I can make things, I think. Okay, I'm satisfied. Zoom. Oh, right. Good. Low cost, moderately high cycles, normal area. Okay, I'll take it. I'm about to dissolve the transmutation engine itself. Okay, so clearly this is definitely final puzzle. We must be sure every piece of the plan is set. As far as I can ascertain, we are ready. Nils has taken the packages. Clara is set for her stunning debut. And are you truly ready? I should be the one asking you. There's no choice. It must go, all of it. Then good riddance. Yes, let's go. Alright, Anateus, no longer an alchemist. Dissolved his transmutation engine. Surprise! I've found you, hiding out in this rotting hovel like the rat you are. You bastard of an alchemist. Don't think I don't know every part of your plot and the names of all your accomplices too. I'll have to admit, it was a decent plan. Everyone at the ball was quite shocked. And then Lady Soria's confused look, her biggest eyes. My lipstick? Why, it was a gift from the Colvin alchemist. Luckily, House Colvin's guards are no match for me. I'll explain it all to them later, once I return with your head. The funny thing is, the assassination of Taros Colvin and the collapse of his house hardly even matters to me. Okay, Taros was the target, of course. Taros was an idiot, easily beguiled by promises of riches and wealth, and his house didn't deserve to be in his hands. What were the explosives for? Maybe we're about to use them. Doesn't feel like they've been used yet. In fact, the attack on House Van Tassen was entirely my idea. I simply planted the seed in his impressionable mind. And why did I do it? Let me ask you a question in return. Imagine if the Van Tassens had worked for you instead of the other way around. If you had been in charge, wouldn't you have won that battle with your superior knowledge and tactics? Wouldn't you have what you wanted? So why weren't you? The houses are weak after centuries of decadence. They don't deserve what they have. But we do, by the very fact we can take it from them. I'll rule House Colvin easily enough once I'm cleared of the assassination you tried to pin on me. The damage from the explosions will have to be repaired too, of course. Okay, so we already used the explosives. I am generous. You can get what remains of House Van Tassen. Well, what am I going to do with that without a head? Then we can simply evenly divide the other houses between us as we overtake them. What do you think? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you saying anything? Oh, the mannequin. Oh, that's what that was for. Is that... No! You! No! You're not even here! You've gone already. I get it. Good one, Anateus. Good one, yes. Laughter. My plans, my opus magnum. The last words of the story, except not. Dear C&A, right. Concordia and Anateus. I don't know if this letter will reach you, but I thought I would try regardless. Occasionally, Nils is able to impress me. I wanted to express my sincere thanks to you both. I know that what you did was not for my sake, but your work and your actions benefited me nonetheless. I owe you that recognition at least. The coming days are dangerous ones as ambitious powers rush to fill the vacuum left by the fall of House Van Tassen and the collapse of House Colvin. But in truth, the game itself has not changed at all, only the players. I offer you the protection of House Soria if you ever feel you need it, or had an interest in joining us. But my sense of it is that you've had more than your fill of the city's battles and intrigues. When I picture you now, I imagine you've set off on a journey somewhere very far from here. Safe travels, Clara. Okay. Neat. All right. Credits, possibly. Probably. Do I click? Nope. All right. Yeah, so this was lovely. I'm not done by any stretch of the imagination, but at least I reached an ending. So cool. Man. Yeah, story was a lot more enjoyable to me than TIS 100's. I'll say that. I was actually kind of into it. The alchemy was really good too. I really can't think of a single puzzle that I didn't like in here. Maybe part of that is just because I feel fully responsible for how every puzzle goes, and I just can't be mad at myself for having done what I did. Fontanelle's alchemical observations. Well, you know what? We got some kind of post-game going on here. I'm guessing I'll be not playing as Anateus at this point. So that's how big those are. Okay, sure. But there's clearly something else going on. And also we have this stuff. Also there's Sigmar's Garden. Also there's cycle optimization. Also there's possible more aggressive cost optimization on some of these, but I don't think I'm going to go that far to like single arm the Curious Lipstick or anything like that. Wow, okay, so that's what the transmutation engine actually looks like. Huh. Probably. I assume that's a transmutation engine. What else would that be? Alright, so yeah, next time I'm gonna find out what this is and do some kind of post-game stuff. If nothing else, I still got like 12 more games of Sigmar's Garden to win. That was fun too. Man, yeah, what a cool game. And I'm not, again, not done with it by any stretch of the imagination. I will have to pick an ending point. I don't want to just stay and optimize forever, and if there's like hundreds of these, I'm not going to do them all, but that's a problem for me for another day. Alright, see you next time for whatever this is.